Would you still be excited about a super thin phone if one part of it stuck out way more than expected? That's what people are wondering after a new leak about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. At first, the Fold 7 looked like it would be Samsung's most polished and slim foldable phone yet. We're talking around 9mm thick when it's folded and just about 4.5mm when it's opened up flat. That's seriously thin, thinner than previous Galaxy Z Fold models and even close to the numbers we've seen from brands like Huawei. Their Mate X Ultimate comes in at just 3.6mm unfolded, which is incredibly slim, so naturally, expectations were high. But now, we're getting a different picture, and not everyone's happy about it. A new image render posted on Reddit by a user named PR0Fisi has people talking for all the wrong reasons. According to the post, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 may come with a much larger camera bump than expected. This isn't just a small rise like we've seen on past models. The triple camera setup sits on a thick camera island that really sticks out, especially when viewed from the side. Yes, the image shows the phone inside a case, which usually adds some bulk, but the camera bar itself still looks massive compared to the rest of the phone. And here's the thing, in a phone that's supposed to be all about thinness and sleekness, that bump might feel out of place. Now, for some people, this won't be a big deal. If the camera system delivers excellent photo and video quality, they'll be willing to accept the larger bump. And let's be honest, camera bumps are not exactly new. Even flagship phones from Apple, Google, and Samsung have camera modules that stick out. But when a brand makes thin design a key selling point, and then adds something that makes the phone feel bulky from one side, it sends mixed signals. People who were drawn to the Galaxy Z Fold 7 for its slim profile might feel like they're getting a device that looks great from the front but feels unbalanced from the back, and the reaction online shows just that. Some people are saying the bump ruins the clean look of the phone. Others argue that the performance is what matters most, and if the camera is amazing, the design won't stop them from buying it. There's also a group that just doesn't care about super thin phones. They're okay with a phone that's around 10mm thick if it means better battery life, better cooling, or better cameras. But not everyone feels that way, especially when the buzz around the Z Fold 7 has been about how incredibly slim and modern it looks. The bigger issue here might be how Samsung is balancing all the features in this phone. They want it to be thin, powerful, and have excellent cameras, but you can't always have all three without making compromises. And maybe this camera bump is one of those compromises. The leaked image isn't confirmed, and things could change when Samsung officially reveals the phone, which is expected to happen in July during their Unpacked event. But even if it's not the final version, the leak has already shaped people's expectations. In the end, it comes down to what you value more. If camera performance is your top priority, you might not care about the bump, but if you were mainly excited about the Galaxy Z Fold 7 for its super thin, futuristic design, this new camera detail could be a letdown. Either way, we'll know soon enough when Samsung finally shows the real thing. Until then, let us know in the comments, would a big camera bump stop you from buying an otherwise amazing foldable phone? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech leaks and launches.
Have you ever struggled to line up your Pixel phone just right on a wireless charger? You place it, then shift it, then wait for the charging icon, only to find it didn't even start charging. Well, that problem might be going away with the Pixel 10. According to reports, Google is finally bringing something Pixel fans have been asking for: magnets built directly into the phone. And not just for show, these magnets are part of a new system that's expected to work just like Apple's MagSafe. It's called Pixel Snap. Now, wireless charging on Pixels isn't new, but what's always been missing is the magnetic part. With iPhones, the charger snaps right into place, no guessing or shifting around. With most Android phones, you still have to find the sweet spot manually, unless you use a special case. But the Pixel 10 is expected to change all that. It's rumored to support QI 2.2 wireless charging, which is the latest version of the QE standard. QI 2.2 adds magnetic alignment, so the phone always charges in the right position. Even though it can technically support up to 60 watts of charging power, Google probably won't go that far. Most flagship phones today use around 15 watts to 30 watts for wireless charging to avoid overheating. What this really means is a much better charging experience. Cleaner, easier, and more reliable. So what is Pixel Snap exactly? Leaks suggest that Google is working on 3 main accessories to go with the Pixel 10 Bond: a Pixel Snap charger, which is your basic magnetic charging puck; a Pixel Snap charger with stand, perfect for your desk or nightstand; and a Pixel Snap ring stand, which works like a grip for your fingers and a kickstand when you're watching videos. If this all sounds a bit familiar, that's because Apple has offered similar accessories for years under the MagSafe brand. But for Android, this could be a first. While some Android phones support QI2 charging, most skip the magnets. Samsung has tested a few magnetic accessories here and there, but there hasn't been a real push across the Android world. If these reports are true, Pixel 10 might be the first to take it seriously. This could also mean better accessory support down the line. With magnets in the phone itself, accessory makers will have a clear standard to work with, no more depending on cases with extra magnets. Android Authority even spotted evidence of Pixel Snap accessories tied directly to the Pixel 10 in code listings, which is a strong sign that this isn't just a test. Google might actually launch the full system later this year. So when is all this happening? Google is expected to hold its Made by Google event in August. That's likely when we'll get the full reveal, including the phone, accessories, and final charging details. Will it be a game changer? That depends. But for many Pixel users, this kind of quality of life upgrade could really make a difference in day-to-day use. Sometimes, it's not the flashy features that matter most. It's the small improvements that make using your phone easier and more enjoyable. So what do you think? Would built-in magnets and better wireless charging make you want the Pixel 10? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe so you don't miss the next tech update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Is a foldable phone finally going to feel as slim and light as the phones we're used to? That's the question on many people's minds as leaks around the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 continue to build excitement. Based on what's being said by trusted sources, Samsung might be ready to surprise everyone with a foldable phone that could end up thinner than most regular smartphones. For years, one of the biggest complaints about foldable phones was how thick and bulky they felt, especially when folded. But this time, Samsung seems to be doing something different. According to a well-known tipster named Ice Universe, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 could measure just 3.9 millimeters when open and 8.9 millimeters when closed. If this turns out to be true, it would make it the slimmest foldable phone ever made, and slimmer than many regular phones too. Making a foldable phone this thin might sound risky, especially when it comes to battery life. But Samsung appears to have figured that part out too. The Fold 7 is expected to have a 4400 mAh battery, which is actually quite solid for such a compact design. Reports say Samsung will be using new battery and charging tech to fit everything into this slim device without making big sacrifices. This focus on thinner designs isn't just about the Fold series. The Galaxy Z